Hello to anyone who may be watching this video. This year, I was once again lucky enough to be a part of the Portsmouth Public Schools Oyster Camp. Before I begin this video, I would like to first thank our sponsors who helped make this possible. Thank you. Okay, to begin this video, I would first like to explain what oysters are and why they are important. An oyster is defined on Britannica as a bivalve mollusk found in temperate and warm coastal waters of all oceans. They can also be defined as any member of the families Ostriidae, true oysters, or Aviculidae, pearl oysters. When young, oysters are referred to as spat, and while they are in this stage of their life, they will permanently attach to a hard surface and begin to build their shell to live in for the rest of their life. Now, many people may wonder why oysters are so important to the Chesapeake Bay, and this is because oysters are filter feeders. Being a filter feeder means that oysters can filter and remove excess nutrients like nitrogen. Also, oysters live in reefs that provide habitat for fish and crabs. What is the Chesapeake Bay Oyster Alliance and what is their goal? Now that I've explained what oysters are and why they're important, I can tell you about the Chesapeake Bay Oyster Alliance. The Chesapeake Bay Oyster Alliance is a multi-year effort to spark governmental action, public attention, and funding to assist in the restoration of oysters in the Chesapeake Bay watershed. Their goal is to restore 10 billion new oysters by 2025. One way oysters are being restored is with an oyster reef ball. An oyster reef ball is an artificial home for oysters to create reefs upon by giving oyster spat a hard surface to grow on. Oyster aquaculture is also helpful because oysters are being bred, even if it is for human consumption, and their shells are recycled for new oyster spat to grow on. While oyster farming is helpful, it shouldn't be confused with oyster restoration, as oyster restoration refers to the breeding of oysters for repairs and reparations instead of farming the oysters for shells, pearls, and food. How can we help improve the water quality in the bay? Believe it or not, you don't have to be a part of the Chesapeake Oyster Alliance to help them reach their goal or to help the Chesapeake Bay watershed. One way to help is through the Chesapeake Bay Foundation's Save Oyster Shell recycling program, in which individuals and restaurants can donate empty shells to be used in different oyster restoration projects. Another way people can help is through regenerative agriculture. Regenerative agriculture describes holistic farming systems that improve air and water quality, enhance ecosystem biodiversity, produce nutrient dense food, and store carbon to help mitigate the effects of climate change. In these ways, anyone can help improve the Chesapeake Bay watershed. Before I end this video, I would once again like to thank all of our sponsors for making this possible. I've had a blast these past 2 weeks, taking field trips, kayaking, and learning about oysters. To anyone who may be watching this, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.